Have you ever stopped to consider what it truly means to be a millionaire? It's a thought that has surely crossed our minds, and the book, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley, offers an intriguing insight into this very topic. This enlightening composition profiles millionaires in the United States, those households boasting a net worth of more than $1 million. But it's not all about the money. Stanley peels back the curtain on the habits, behaviors, and attitudes that shape these millionaires. The book's spotlight shines brightly on two distinct groups: the underaccumulators of wealth, or UAWs, and the prodigious accumulators of wealth, known as PAWs. These two classes of wealth accumulation present a fascinating contrast, shedding light on the different paths to amassing a fortune. So are you ready to discover the secrets of millionaires living next door? Because the journey into the world of wealth is about to begin. It's no secret that spending less than you earn is a fundamental principle of wealth accumulation. This statement, seemingly straightforward, is often overlooked in our consumer-driven society. Yet, it is one of the essential lessons in the book, The Millionaire Next Door. Thomas J. Stanley, the author, places significant emphasis on frugality as a cornerstone of wealth accumulation. He argues that it's not about how much you earn, but rather how much you keep. This concept, although simple, is revolutionary in a world where we are constantly bombarded with images of ostentatious wealth and encouraged to live beyond our means. One common misconception that Stanley seeks to debunk is the notion that millionaires live lavish lifestyles. We often picture millionaires as individuals with jet-setting lives, filled with luxury cars, designer clothes, and extravagant vacations. However, the reality is often far from this stereotype. Many millionaires, as portrayed in the book, live surprisingly frugal lives. They prefer to invest their money rather than spend it on depreciating assets. They understand the value of money and the power of compound interest, and they are more interested in growing their wealth than displaying it. For instance, they prefer to buy quality items that last, rather than the latest trendy items that will soon be out of style. They recognize the value of saving and investing over time rather than splurging on instant gratification. They prioritize financial independence over social status. Stanley further emphasizes that this frugal lifestyle is not a sacrifice, but rather a choice. These millionaires derive satisfaction not from material possessions, but from the security and freedom that comes with financial independence. They find joy in their ability to control their financial future, rather than being controlled by it. In conclusion, Stanley's book invites us to rethink our perceptions of wealth and success. It challenges us to question our spending habits, and to consider the long-term implications of our financial decisions. It encourages us to live within our means, to save and invest wisely, and to prioritize financial independence over material possessions. Thus, frugality, not extravagance, drives wealth accumulation. What happens when you give money to adult children? This question invites us into a fascinating discussion from The Millionaire Next Door. The authors call this phenomenon economic outpatient care, or EOC, and it refers to the financial support given by affluent parents to their adult offspring. So what's the catch? It seems like a win-win situation, right? Well, not exactly. The authors argue that this well-intended support can often have detrimental effects on the financial well-being of the recipients. Counterintuitive, isn't it? But let's delve deeper to understand why. Think of it this way. When you're learning to ride a bike, your training wheels are there to support you. But to truly master the skill, you need to take them off eventually. Similarly, EOC can act like these training wheels, providing a safety net, but potentially stunting financial growth and independence. The book suggests that those who receive EOC are less likely to accumulate wealth compared to those who haven't. It's like giving someone a fish instead of teaching them how to fish. While the immediate need is met, the long-term ability to sustain oneself is compromised. The authors also caution that EOC can create a dependency cycle. Adult children who become accustomed to this financial aid may struggle to manage their finances independently. It's a bit like creating a crutch that, over time, becomes harder to let go of. Moreover, EOC can inadvertently promote less frugal behavior. When you're spending someone else's money, it's easy to become less mindful of how it's used. This could lead to unnecessary expenditure and an inflated lifestyle that's hard to maintain without continued support. This is not to say that all financial support is harmful. The key is balance and fostering self-reliance. It's about providing the right tools and knowledge for financial independence rather than creating a safety net that could turn into a trap. Therefore, financial assistance can sometimes be more of a hindrance than a help. So, the next time you're considering giving a financial boost to your adult children, you might want to think twice. After all, the road to financial independence is often paved with lessons learned from standing on one's own 2 feet. Is that shiny new car in your driveway really worth it? It's a question we all need to ponder. In The Millionaire Next Door, authors Thomas Stanley and William Danko delve into the trap of purchasing branded consumer items, a cycle that leads to a dependence on assets that will always depreciate. You see, the lure of a brand new vehicle or that latest designer outfit is strong. It's a siren's call, promising status, comfort, and the envy of your peers. But here's the kicker. These items depreciate. That brand new car loses value the moment it leaves the dealership, and that designer outfit, it's not going to be in style forever. Stanley and Danko argue that this cycle of purchasing, this dependence on depreciating assets, can be a significant roadblock on your path to wealth accumulation. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much water you pour in, you're never going to get ahead. Instead, they advocate for smart spending habits. This doesn't mean you have to live like a pauper. Rather, it's about understanding the difference between a want and a need. It's about prioritizing your spending on items that hold their value, or better yet, appreciate over time. Investing in appreciating assets, such as real estate or a well-diversified stock portfolio, can help set you on a path to financial independence. These are the tools that can help you build lasting wealth, not the shiny new toys that lose their luster all too quickly. Stanley and Danko's message is clear. It's not about what you spend your money on, but how you spend it. It's about making smart decisions that help your money work for you, not against you. It's about breaking the cycle of dependence on depreciating assets and building a foundation of wealth that can withstand the test of time. So the next time you're tempted by that shiny new car, stop and ask yourself, is this really worth it? Because remember, wealth isn't about the car you drive, but the assets you accumulate. Does your job define your wealth? A thought-provoking question posed by Thomas J. Stanley in his book, The Millionaire Next Door. In this segment, we delve into the generational component of wealth accumulation. The book explores a fascinating contrast between self-made millionaires and those who inherit their wealth. The difference is not just about the money, but rather the attitudes, behaviors, and decisions that lead to wealth accumulation. Let's start with self-made millionaires, or as Stanley refers to them, the Prodigious Accumulators of Wealth, or PAWs. These are individuals who have built their wealth from scratch, often starting with humble beginnings. They are characterized by their work ethic, discipline, and frugality. They're not afraid of hard work, and they understand the value of a dollar. They're the type who prioritize investments over luxury. They're the ones living below their means, not because they have to, but because they choose to. On the other side of the spectrum, we have the underaccumulators of wealth, or UAWs. These are often the heirs, the inheritors of wealth. They grew up in affluence, and their perception of money is diametrically opposite to that of the PAWs. They are accustomed to a lifestyle funded by their inheritance, and often they lack the financial discipline or the drive to increase their wealth. They are more likely to spend on high-end brands and luxury goods, and less likely to invest or save. But here's the kicker. Stanley found that the PAWs, despite their frugality, are often wealthier than the UAWs. This is because they understand that wealth is not about showing off, but about financial security and freedom. They know that wealth is not about the car you drive or the brand of your clothes. It's about making smart financial decisions and letting your money work for you. So, does your job define your wealth? Stanley would argue that it's not about what job you have, but what you do with your earnings that truly matters. Wealth isn't about where you come from, it's about where you're going. So, are all millionaires just hoarding their money? You might think so, but the surprising truth is quite the opposite. According to The Millionaire Next Door, the real masters of wealth, the prodigious accumulators of wealth, aren't just sitting on their riches, they're taking calculated risks to make their money grow. The book concludes that these PAWs are not afraid to invest in ventures that, while they might carry some risk, offer the potential for significant rewards. They understand that wealth isn't just about accumulation, but also about strategic growth. They're willing to step out of their comfort zone if it means a chance to increase their net worth. This approach to wealth highlights the importance of calculated risk-taking. It's not about being reckless with your investments, but rather about being smart and strategic, understanding the potential outcomes, and being prepared to handle the consequences. In the end, being a millionaire isn't just about having money, it's about making your money work for you. Before we wrap up, we hope you found this video informative. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. It motivates us to keep producing more content for you. And if you know someone who might be interested in learning about the habits of millionaires, feel free to share this video with them. Remember, knowledge is wealth. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have plenty more insightful content coming your way. Thank you for watching. Remember, wealth isn't just about having money, it's about making your money work for you.